Yaba bunyina majo emfa emra AdomTV so braso say you need a big agenda. Chumedi yeso beto aso ede amaso na komkase ye wonum ye yina ni tua. The first budget of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on his comeback. Taxes bebree honum a wayi ede afiri honum. Wachite kwen aba betimi afa so ma sintoni tokura aba beda taxes na wayi afiri honum no obetimi afele. A hefa ne yakwa akwajiska na free. A realistic. Se betimi amiti ya target ya seti e de amaye ho ana. Medidi akwasi insi efara sekese koma DBS Industries. Twe etwa obane aba bedi enkomo. Eti enkomo ene Dr. Kasia Toforce, the Minister of Finance, ene Ghana de shekodi omrahye odwafiem no. Eno bi de ba twa na ya ba be bia no enrei ye focus ye pa eye tuo ahodo a aban na yi ede afri wonum bibi te say betting tax bibi ete say ye levy we eye tuo ahodo bia na edaga na fo akoma so ye pa say abanda da na do dan kwakufu ado eda no ede bae no na ha adwen oka ho asem aso wonyi emfemfiri wonum wentimi enye emfiri wonum kopese president Mama Baba yi defro. Now when it comes to COVID abana chirem I say yes, obey name ohia emre kakra. Ko pese or reform ye tax regime ni nyina ase na be ya. Na nyifiro no enko ha adwen bebre. Ye dem afo be di komo e be so madwen kire efa enne budgeter president Mahama soma ma Dr. Atoforce ko ken kama hye film no. Se na mafo adwen kire no. Etie.
Oye. Mama, wa hwe se opese obu o man ni yie. Se o hwe ha wa wo situnu no mafa ne budgeter odi abetudwa ebe bo an bebre na de ese ne se 11 no na de ese ne se obama adwuma ba oman no mu se ne me ya mbabunu no mi se mi ya kapitani se ne be ya mbabunu no ye se betima ayede anye bibia ye ana se bia chance bi ba se bia adwuma se ne wasi ye frɛ no nation builder no se bibi sa ba omo body se obeyede obama yensu anye bi ya hye na se bia ebe nya adwuma na bia ska be hye ye boto ma ho se mama wo obi a ye nyina ye ne dan se oba obeye den obetima bo mani enti na ye nyina he den na aba no enti ne hye no kama abe boa ye era ma se onyere no ho boa ye
yakasa NDC de enti na tambia no ye ka NDC asam no omuba ndwuma pase ana ye pe na ye nim se Mahama no ye woni hu gide se obetima ye adwuma no enti na ye santo aba edi ama no enti ne ye waya awia wedie mane agye abuso ye boys no ye youth no susu no ye unim say adwuma kakra ye twabet no media me wo misika a me de be ye na me pese me ye tie da na se nyame hira no na nyame ma onye de ohwe man yi na mbu man kama na ye nyina ye nyamfo so that what na ye de waya de because chacha de nutu ye ya pa nutu ye anti what na yi de wa boa ye because wa ye nya adwuma ya nya kaka no motivate tu e say de say no wa yi de wa boa ye papa wa ya de.
Do you first of all remember how Isaac Adongo addressed allocations? He said it's called audio money. It's money you've heard in your ears. It's not money that is really been disbursed. So until you see those disbursements, calm down, don't get excited. But I think one of the biggest things is what we spoke about this morning, the removal of taxes and the introduction of taxes. Even though the minister tried to be smart, he has introduced about 4 new taxes in this budget, if you pay attention. One, on the what used to be called the National Stabilization Levy, he has increased the threshold from 1% to 3%.
What do you expect the minority to say? What else do you expect the minority to say? They will never say anything good about the government. The whole world has listened to the hopeful. I don't know what to say. What else? Kwaku, you were there. You witnessed everything. Overwhelmingly, I stood up by way of acclamation when he got there, when the finance minister got there. Why? Apart from the 80%, the issue of 100 million Ghana cedis being allocated for assemblymen, for allowance.
Ladies and gentlemen, betting tax that they said they have abolished. We never collected betting tax. We never implement the betting tax. So to come and tell Ghanaians that you have abolished something that was not implemented is to deceive the people of Ghana.
So reactions here a free among 4 years no more AD and Combo now members of parliament from majority, minority, now to the former Minister of Finance, Honorable Adom. You have said you create another controversy about the kind of betting tax on no air can no. Who is a boys na no can say I didn't a betting tax. He said the former minister like I said they never collected betting tax. The end work can me. It's no I almost share Mrs. H to bit me aba because auto forcing was clear. Say when you betting tax at the free honum. Now, the former finance minister, Honorable Adom, will say the NPP administration never collected betting tax. As I say about 2023. So the NPP administration never collected betting tax. So I also pursue finding out from the current minister of finance will say what kind of betting tax no so we at the free honum. But yes, so the car tax I would do and pay for you at the free honum. Bekaya, a comma a warning yes, a quine ben a bet me a fast swap. Sa taxes here at the free honum. You bet me, okay, so now tax that can was more a ben for my main so requirement to me and show him. Now, some of the taxes that can was no a be in him. Emission levy. Say, Obekaya na say. Ye pese nyina ekọ energy wiase ne kọ energy ene se ye pese ye beto akoso ni ye green energy ye pese ye beto akoso ama car to atu wisie na sa wisie na etu no bekoso aha wiase afa na nyina and it's part of ways and ye fight global warming the weather change at the climate change SSM do now areba ko abapen for ediba SM so person wo de kaye to betu wisie ebeba dia de obetwe bi efen emission levy so na kufa da ban no e de buy aban so abetwa emission levy nim e de free honum emission levy no aba be e de free now the 10% betting tax na pay for e kan wasem no and so aban so ate e de free honum so betting tax of 10% no aban de free te kan say bi as ultra bet now we need 100 Ghana cedis we na 10 Ghana pa ekọ ni ama na ente Ghana so anya rof na say bia uso me sani be say what ya to mobile money so o sani be say 50 Ghana dia ma obi a when ba say pa na no so ekọ because you levy akasa ba na e fee say enka 100 cedis e blow yet be wi eche no na 100 cedis na eche nyina na yet ba ban si wayi that 10% betting tax no e dey free the next one and so the almighty levy the almighty 1% ye levy but mam ye levy there no so aban si wayi ye levy no so every one of crab eti yenye hwe mi na say mrase bedwafo ebeje budget no e de atum se mrase bedwafo eje budget no enya atum wie sake mu a eno ano no ye levy is a gonna eko how we betimi afa so be bridge loopholes no ene se yina ye dwe ho ko betimi afa so ye be bridge that loopholes so be ka ya ye close 2024 financial year no na ye budget deficit about 42 billion Ghana cedis. Near budget deficit 42 billion Ghana cedis. Now, time cry near G levy. Time near the betting tax, near the COVID-19. And no cry yet me and meet a target save it me a budget a person near Juma. In your short for 42 billion Ghana cedis. Now we are by it means say your gap no met me a wa. You better it me a silino. Seven ka se penipa ba konso eba o memwes ka seven no kontebua. Menini probate me atono. Kennedy amwako chartered accountant. Osanso ye ACCA member. Ken boko de.
Na mi Adom boko.
We credit union.
Aye.
Hey. What dey? Skare dey. Ken we happy about taxes na ye free on.
Me happy ma on my no any team for no.
Okay.
The sign say be or how be a free team for no so.
Okay.
Then boom, Brunibeka said the greater good.
Okay.
And a train sama a bit to me, a see na ato or mine. any the economy no and I was say you know dream.
Okay. So now some of the taxes now by year from the album so that ama ahwefo for adwen abaso. Says here can say America for suspended the USAID support. You or my Ghana. This year, Africa Development Bank and Tubua or the Emma or my Ghana no Emma be because almost supporting end day in 2024. Now, Ababa be ye levy a free one, my baba ye betting tax the free one. Convenating or so no person restructure the whole tax system asana or ye 8 me at the free one. Already year close to 2024 financial year no. Na ye budget deficit was around 42 billion Ghana cedis. You better me abridge a gap way.
And only asem. And only asem. Because apart from budget deficits asema okay. Any aban no ni so ade ho a esi ne so for afiwe nko Niama opeso ye nyina okeka bom niama kese opeso ye nyina na just obe here cannot less than 95 billion
Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. We share the budget in more allocation wire for the big push program. Allocation wire for school feeding program, allocation wire for free senior high school education, any tertiary school education, any teacher for a person more allowance in your keka hunyina. I say okay, not just say almost 95 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And so our budget deficit so cry at the trail. And so omo banks ye gu ye a ye tuetu omo kaya ya tiska to say ye dey tu omo. And so ka so that why I was say utia. Intino so just say na we nyina na because of bosha one or mine akontino to prum immediately no oh yes anema we nyina eyi taxes na free ho I just say anya careful it asem no
okay, so I think the minister no MI solution kakra say na obe refer to the tax refund. Na ehoni akwa ni dey aba close some of these gaps because we share the major taxes na we dey from na any relief abraman for the betting tax and year levy na I think a plus or minus close to about 2.7 or 3 billion Ghana cedis. Now the tax refund bet me a cushion hoka cradum. But maybe a one way say now so to restructure the tax system you know ye COVID-19 if one more. A whole chunk of sikapan where you free one.
Tax refund as a sika abino at the toho. So in case that she be obi a claim for refund, a bit to mediate you any panic.
Okay.
And this okay me say a provision. My toho me so may taste from 6% to 4%.
3%.
I see or taste from 6% to 4%. So the difference is like 2%.
Yeah.
Basically at the end of the day. And this akobane say no the refund claims na the beba no more abede.
Oh bebrewu.
Enti say bebrewu a then the big question is the ban is saying that bebre now the biggest problem is in the country no say or refund na or apply for the truth is heading say unsabeka. Enti no ban is people are not encouraged to be faithful in declaring their taxes. Okay. Because if I saw be krana, I also mami. So I'm saying at the end of the day, you know, the tax net no can say obey education na why the education now why then tax net. The objective is say omo muntua no ombe encouraged na omo itia. Sure. Na say me declare my taxes na me itia. And then na me rights and entitlement be a me so me wona so to me the mami. E bi ne refunds asema ye kan. Nti yamfa ne say me declare my taxes na me bibia be wie na say me o credit na e was say or friend man because the system is in such a way say answer na bia wakoto ade o company bi ho answer na obetua na obetumi ate sika ne bi na wetua wo din ho amagen are sure nti afi no ko na wie na say obu nkonta na say ekoba ne say aban ne de wo car say was say or refund we sika dem out the question is will the government refund it or not?
You see, they are one of our sources of income media. Means a
I don't think it's the anchor or some because one of their sources of because it's a provision. Oh yeah, and you see, say oh yeah, provision at all for that year. The bigger you do the provision, the better. The smaller you do it, the riskier it becomes for you. Okay. And you say already may 6%. Now I say me ho chiri me ntino may take so about 4%. 4% yeah. Now just say you are increasing your risk of not being able to pay if in the future and it becomes worse.
Okay.
Because our person will widen tax net, there should be some motivation. There should be some encouragement.
Okay.
And you know,
and the tax refund can one of the motivations.
Yes. So to me, shaman crying.
So, but tax abroad, so I finish you know, me refund also me and I buy okay. I consider saying can you 2 cities, which you 5 cities.
Yes.
Rabejo 3 cities. But then I buy see or the baby the project.
Not just as refunds and applications and about more than ABC.
Hey.
So, and you know, yeah, no more can but Nina no. Hunsun so so a beba no.
Okay.
And kese because your kaswa yitua.
Yeah.
And yemfa abai ne te say obi orani business. Say orani business say obebo wo ho bra. O expenses utua odwuma ye foka. O to materials and consumables dia ye edwuma. O ye project.
Yeah.
Bi ne ade nyina no. Ni nyina no o revenue na o generate no. And o de bebo sa bra no.
Sure.
So one generate revenue now we need any swadi who be say and I say who expect some revenue in the future. But who expenses be person or now. I want na okoko bosia. Say me de busia no eye ne minya sesi ana e di sika beba. Na sika na beba no na me di etua.
Yeah.
Na sesi ano ne e di sika beba no wo se me ye fi ho. Enso wo kada ho a e wo se wuchia.
E boshe.
Eti no me di me boshe so but e betumi e de inso me de e ka me nko a anka some of the taxes na omuyi fi na nka omuye nkakra anka bia for example say opese uyi e-levy fi okra na ubeja other ones no te say betting tax na asefo no
na wa hwe hwe say hwe gara for crap so e betting credit e-levy no
o hwa on say e-levy ne ba foforo no na tax na aban ni nya nesa
yeah
you do 2023 no na economy ni
yeah
na 2024 no esa epeja ni mu na kire say temanfo no te aseba Inti no se ye be ye fi ho because ya hye bokra na e wo se eye kakra na ye hwe se the other areas na ye pese ye generate revenue no will it crystallize.
So you see ade ba ko enipa bia ka ho asem ye se ama wo do mo nhyeda any the natural resource bit me develop man no on a dually so much on taxes but a bit say Africa why after gold oil do you have to dwell so much on taxes to drain your man for when say me any for example the extractive sector gold the watch side for no na se yakasa kra aso man ye invest e ho no betimi yes kase ya chance ye kwakwaji 1% ye levy 10% betting tax
me ne omo ya adwen nti wo hwa aban no one of the things what I like about omo policy no about growth and sustainability levy no almost 1% pay from 1% to 3% for the mining sector which means omo de omo ni AD those natural resources echi which is a good thing if you ask of my opinion but other they can also raise issues why will you focus on na wija the other industries
because they are making more money
so the idea of we focusing on tax the rich sir you know me say I was say you to me adwin
but who say there's also another challenge say the tax the 3% increment number as a result say prices of these goods no products no cost no now the question is a drop your bed
it will also have consequences but you see it's not likely to be the case because those goods are not necessarily essential services the people who trade in these goods are people who value those commodities and no matter what it is they will buy because they value the commodity
2017 you know sebo kese pa e waboso kan after kind of rata first budget already the third budget na fa koya 10 years we are seeing the same thing among for book to force na baso you wo IMF in shase it looks as if you behave well you wo IMF in shase but you free IMF 7 now say ya wotaba e bi nkro so say ka yem faga na come ne kra ma IMF because any more discipline in management of the economy. Ono me yare.
Me jin say aban foforo we ade ba ko a omo fi ase no. Me ni age omo ho pa ne say omo start yi.
Okay.
They are very conscious about spending.
Okay.
Even here Independence Day, Shesenia omo si ye no.
Yeah.
Very simple Jubilee House, no extravagant expenditure bia. The number of ministers they've tried to cut down, even though it would not have any significant impact on cost saving because the bottom line is even if they are more, the constitution requires you better do one free.
Machine free.
Machine free. Until yes or Belgium machine free sika. No, you are sakwaje minister sika.
Yeah.
Until what is on no interest ministries in Ankasa na ewo ho no. Any of staff, any of expenses near there no. Why reducing?
Ken, medas basa do aba nyame adum I think this week here na yaba beto asa ekbo so sekede nyame nchira.
All right.
Say nyo so be kan. Me dey akwasi is ya this is a big agenda. Fa na second DBS industry. Don't so yasene. E me the big agenda dwumadie ebro. Akra.